at the Innovation Hub at PegaWorld in Las Vegas. This is 2025. We're back at the event and we have a different setup than last year. New challenges, other areas that were easier to do, but everything just as exciting and as cool as the project was in the previous year.
We are super fascinated by the intersection of creativity and technology. And anywhere that we can kind of go and push the boundaries and do things that haven't been done before, that's the stuff that gets us super excited.
But yeah, I like that this is tight, even though the camera pans too much and it's too fast. And I like the wide versus the tight, but I think on the other one, I don't think we need the top.
It's kind of great to be out in the real world and do these more ambitious installations and see the work land on people.
The files we received from Pega were mostly flat vector files from Illustrator, which we then later on brought into After Effects, from where we animated for flat vector-based stories. There was 3D assets that were created for 3D worlds and for the 3D world building that we had to do. The whole process was enabled and shortcutted by Gen AI and the ability to create 3D models from 2D images using Hunyuan 2.0 model in Comfy UI. And it's really strange me saying this because it just sounds like science fiction.
Last year we had a remote VM cloud render solution that we were paying a vendor for, and it worked out pretty well. Because of the power of generative AI, using ChatGPT and Anthropic's Claude, this year we were able to set up these instances ourselves, which is something that I've always been super afraid of doing and messing up. Having the storage in the cloud is one thing, having the compute in the cloud as well, especially building a pretty diesel machine, is super helpful.
One of the big things that we keep in mind while we are creating content is making sure that we're thinking of the space and what's going to work for the experience of the attendees.
So a big part of the workflow is what we call previs. So that's essentially where we put the artwork that we're creating on our screens in After Effects into an environment that replicates the exact layout and everything that you're seeing here.
We use previs in a really interesting way to get a sense for how it will play out live.
And something that is great that we did this year is that we were able to create the space in 3D in Unreal, and we are pixel streaming it so that it can be accessed from anywhere on a browser. Our clients can review, our team can review, and it has worked so perfectly and helped us so much throughout the process.
That's never going to be a replacement for the actual experience and when you're there and what it looks like and those opportunities that kind of present themselves when you see it in the space, when you see it on the screens, when you see the interactions with the lights.
So it kind of perfectly fit here.
Okay,
Maybe if it was scaled down, it could maybe fill in that one.
And you're going to fix this one later, right?
This one is already fixed. Yeah, I just need to render it out of After Effects.
Cool. Awesome. It looks really good. It looks really cool.
Yep. No, it's
One of the best parts of building content for an event is that you get the chance to see people walking into the space, seeing all the content for the first time.
Especially like when the people come in and when they see it and then when you can kind of feel the awe, the initial reaction to it, where they don't really know what they're expecting, right? They just know they're going to be entering a PegaWorld in some way, shape, or form. And then just to see it all and seeing the reactions, it is rewarding, actually, I gotta say. Yeah.